Linda?
Here.
Ms. Johnson?
Here.
Done.
Here.
And I'm here. Absent is Johnny Walker. So we have a quorum. Is everyone?
If you did it.
Everybody look at the agenda?
I move to accept the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Second that.
Okay. The April 14th meeting was canceled because of the recommendation of Tennessee Governor Bill Lee on account of this virus. So on the March 10th scheduled meeting, does anybody have any,
Hey, Bob.
do you have anything on this to say about the last March meeting?
I'll make a motion to accept it.
I'll second that.
I made a motion to accept it, he seconded.
Yeah. I'm doing roll call.
And if you agree with me.
Are we gonna do roll call?
We did roll call.
Oh.
Have you had a chance to go over the March financial report?
Who's he talking to?
Well, you guys.
I think didn't I just make a statement, I make a motion, we accept the March financial report.
No, we thought you were accepting the minutes.
The minutes of the
Minutes.
March meeting.
Minutes. I move to accept March financial report, Steve.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Delmer?
Yeah.
Who's that
Yeah.
brewer? Who's that brewer?
Brewer is the cleaning girl.
Oh, okay.
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
All opposed. Good. Do you have any discussion on the April financial report?
I acknowledge, make a motion, we acknowledge April cancellation.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Uh,
Aye.
We were supposed to have public hearing on the budget. Can we go back and do that? It's at the very top of the agenda.
Well, I missed that on black letters. Yeah, okay.
Any
Does everyone
questions
have
on
a
the
check?
April?
Huh?
Any questions on the April financial statements? No questions? Okay.
We didn't have that up.
Oh, we didn't do that. You didn't do April. Did you?
Yeah, then
Okay,
make a
who-
motion, Christie second.
Okay. I'm sorry. And roll call? Did you do a roll call?
yeah.
Okay, that's the only one you're gonna make for tonight.
I'm thinking about this public hearing we didn't have.
Okay,
Can we do that? Can we
We'll do
just?
it before the ordinance.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Better on.
Okay.
We're doing the council remarks now.
on this budget,
Huh?
you going back on the budget, didn't you? Backing up?
No, we'll do, she said that we could do that before we do the budget, before we vote on the ordinance.
Oh, okay. Did you have a chance to look over that budget?
Oh, which,
Wait a minute, we're doing the comments,
Oh,
and I think you have 2 comments that you wanted to make.
yeah. Okay. I had T-Dot do a traffic study through Greenback. The only thing that I can do, the city can do, is put up speed signs. You can't put no crosswalks across it. And they won't put no speed bumps. So it's pretty well left up to just put the signs.
Are they increasing patrol?
Oh, they have.
They have increased patrol, okay.
Yeah.
Has that deterred anything? Have we seen a difference in it? Do they like send patrolling and then do a study after they've had the patrolling or to see if it's made a difference or?
are we addressing before now? Or we still-
Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to. Am I going backwards? Oh, gosh, never mind, go ahead.
Anyway, they done a real down there study down there. They were real nice about it. Like I said, you can't put no speed bumps. Only thing we can do is just do the signs, and then that will be up to the law enforcement to slow them down.
They don't obey the speed signs which out there now.
Well,
They don't obey the speed signs out there now.
well, yeah. But the only thing I was thinking about doing is putting 2 signs up, one on each end of the city, is to slow congested areas. Because it is a bad situation, and I can get Tim to put, they keep me everywhere at the same time, but they have come out and set out up at the church and stuff. Now, as far as patrolling in the city, they've really stepped at it. I mean, they've done a great job on that.
Yeah, but you're right there, after, I mean, they're sitting right there in the bank parking lot in the city of Greenback. And it's to the point where you're almost at a stop before you get to the red light, so it's really of no avail than sitting there. And I sit on my front porch and see him sit over there in the parking lot in the church, and I even literally pointed, that dude's flying like a bat out of Hades, and you're just sitting there.
Well, let's go over and tell him to wake up.
Yeah, he's asleep, because I watched him sleep at the house all of it. He sat over at school and sleep for about 3 hours every day.
I still think,
The only thing you can do is try to work with them. Those guys out there, they're gonna do their own thing. You can go out there and you can give them a good cussing or whatever, and you ain't gonna get nothing done. But the ones I have worked with, they told me that we can work with you anyway. And so far, what I've asked for, they have done it. Now, whether that guy comes out and sits and sleeps or whatever, on his phone or whatever, that's another situation. I can only ask for them to come out and do it.
yeah. Well, State Patrol has really been patrolling the area. They've stopped a lot of them over there in that church parking lot, the State Patrol, not the sheriff, the State Patrol. But I still think to slow the speeding down up and down Morgan Road would be a stop sign right there where they said they were one years ago. They would have to stop. They wouldn't have that much of an opportunity to speed back up before they got to the red light.
They're not gonna put a stop sign.
You talking about there at 95?
Yeah?
Now, that was a dangerous situation for years when it ended there. Then I lived here, and that stop sign was more wrecks with the stop sign on Morgan Road than it is with stop signs like they are.
Did they do a study on that?
On the
I
wrecks,
guess I couldn't tell you because that was years ago whether they done a study or not, But I do know that
Years ago, there was a stop sign.
yes, there was a stop sign there years ago. I don't know, it got changed back in the 70s. And they made 95 a stop sign, and Morgan Road was straight through. And there was several wrecks there before that was set.
Because of the stop sign?
Yeah, people would come straight on through it. The thing that happens is you got a stop sign on this road, and you don't have a stop sign on the other side,
I think for
and 95 is open. So there you are, you're leaving traffic available coming from that end of town, straight through and not stop.
Well, you don't want to do that. You want a stop sign
That's-
right there at the corner of 95
Yeah.
on this side, coming from
You got to
town.
stop it all 3 ways.
Yeah.
Be three-way stop.
It'd have to. Now, it used to be the same thing out on the other side of town, and 95 was a straight road. And
Well, I can
run
see
that
where that would
business- I
make
run
too
that
much
business
sense.
out there, and I've seen a many a wreck where they was coming up
I would
95.
guess so,
down
yes.
there,
Yeah, I would think so on that, coming straight down 95 on the intersection, not stopping. Some of them don't stop anyhow.
Well, they don't.
the first study they've done is at the Presbyterian Church. The posted speed is 30. 85% of the people were doing 37 miles per hour. 50% of the people were doing 34 miles per hour. The range of speed was from anywhere from 25 to 43. Stone Drive, which is on 95, is 30 miles per hour. 85% was 46 miles per hour. 50% was 40 miles per hour. The range of speed was 31 to 52 miles per hour.
Well,
Now, Stone Drive, that's the one coming down the hill to Body Medics, ain't it?
Yep.
I didn't notice we let it was 30. I thought it was 35.
Inside the city is 30.
Like down 95, like down by my house.
City
and everything.
limits is 30, Dwayne.
It's 30.
Speed
Oh, they
limit's
sure don't
40.
do 30 down by my house.
No, they don't. They,
It drops down here to 30.
Yeah, in height.
I feel like they didn't seem.
Morton Road is 35 from right here, because it's not in the city, maybe it's that right there.
well, it changes coming up 95 towards Chris's house.
It is,
It slows down, and I know that's because you're approaching town, and speeds up going towards 411.
I think that's like.
I don't think there's any change, I think it's still a 35-mile speed zone on, all the way to 411. I believe it is.
It's 40,
Is it 40?
40.
up there on the side of Railroad.
But then, the state, all the county roads is 40 miles an hour on anyway.
I think the city limits is supposed to be 30, then, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's just.
Anyway, 95 is going on like 40 mile an hour. Up that way. going towards- So, they done their study. And the only thing I know to do is to put another sign on each side.
It
And
may
then,
be.
see if I can't work out something other that they can. The ones that really concern me is a lot of times them big trucks.
Yeah.
And I'll bring that point up, you said, talking about being up there at the red light, caution light. I won't mention your name, get you in trouble.
I don't care.
I'll talk to them about
I
it,
stand
yeah.
up for what I believe in, and that is the truth. I mean, what good is if they're sitting up there, the time they get up there, they've almost come to a stop, time they get to the bank, because it's right there at the red light.
Well, I'll put them out there at the depot. You'll care to hear me.
They would do good sitting right there in the corner on 95 by my house. 'Cause it's like a quarter mile and a half through there.
Yeah.
When we get to public comments, I have a ton of stuff to say about it, so Deb's watching me.
Okay. That's what I got on the traffic stuff. I'll give you this report that they give me, you can take it and study it.
All right,
Okay,
will do.
our insurance. They're not gonna renew it.
Because of the lawsuit?
Yep.
Where you at?
I guess this is the comment.
On my comments,
Oh,
I'll give you a chance here again. Notice of non-renewal for insurance with the Employers Mutual Casualty Company. This is our liability insurance. The insurance expires in July, and our insurance agency is working to find us a new carrier. And it's on the amount that they have spent. But I think they can,
Yeah, it's just one claim. That's almighty harsh. It's not
well,
a series of claims, but you can't make somebody insure you though.
yeah. But our insurance guy, Mr. Johnson, they're working hard. And he's turned it really over to the ladies in the office because he's dealing with cancer right now, pretty bad. So anyway, we had to allot quite a bit more money for insurance. But
Do you know if they've tried with Public Entity Partners, used to be TNL, that insures cities in Tennessee?
That's
That's who's,
no, that's probably who we'll wind up having to
Yeah.
go with.
Yeah.
But we're talking about 3 times as much money.
is that right? Okay. I know that they'll insure you. but
Yes.
It's just how much you have to pay.
well, we've been paying $9,000, and we've allotted $20,000.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. It's gonna go up. I can't see it, but there's nothing we can do
The
about it.
the good news is because you're a city, you should be able to be insured. It's just
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
cost. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be where you can't get insurance.
So,
Good estimates. Good estimates?
she's working, that insurance company's working on getting us some quotes and stuff right now.
But you're likely gonna end up with PEP because you're gonna have to disclose that you were denied renewal on your new application, and that's gonna trigger higher rates for everybody who
Yep.
bids on it, so I bet we end up with PEP.
Yeah.
You got any comments? that you want to
Yes,
bring up?
I do.
Okay.
I want to thank our maintenance men for the good job they done on the corner of 95 and Old Sinking Creek Road and Morganton Road. I think y'all worked about 4 or 5 days on that project, and they done a real good job. So you can make a sharp turn down through there now. I wanted to thank them for doing that, and I'm glad we got a backhoe that they can work with, got some tools to work with, and did we furnish, any tools to them since the last meeting for our maintenance men?
Tools?
Yeah,
We bought tools, so, since we didn't even have a screwdriver.
wasn't all that stuff here at once?
Yep. Anyway. Just one of them things.
That's all I have.
I'm good.
No, I don't have anything that
Okay.
I got on mind.
On the old business,
Oh,
Melanie, have you heard anything about it?
My turn. Like I was telling Wendy, the court system kind of shut down on March 11th. There's no hearings, no court in person. You can sort of do defaults and minor things on Zoom. But except in very rare cases, there are not any in-person hearings in civil cases right now. So nothing has really happened. There is a docket sounding that will be set in June where we can hopefully get a court date sometime in the next 6 months from the docket sounding. The judge said that he would set us the next time. We tried to get set the last time and they were able to buy more time on the defense side. And I am shooting to get the deposition set in June. Right now there are no depositions taking place. Most court reporters will not do depositions right now. Unless they're done on Zoom or something remote. I don't want to do this deposition remotely. They're hard to do if you have documents to take the depositions on video. So I would much rather wait till we can do it in person. Hopefully that can happen in the month of June when everything gets calmed down.
Yeah. I'd rather have you on top of it.
Yeah, I was on top of it as I can be, but if you can't, it just really
Well, I'm
has been
saying-
frozen in its tracks because of the virus.
I'd like for it to be one-on-one.
Yeah, I'd much rather be one-on-one. I don't like doing any of that stuff on Zoom if I don't have to. And this is just too important, I think, to do on the video. So we want to do it in person.
Okay, we done deal with the traffic study and the update on that Old Sinking Creek. All right. New business,
the public hearing.
yeah.
I have made copies of the budget over there, if any of the citizens would want to go over and grab a copy of it to see what our budget is going to be, since you're having a public hearing.
Oh, like here now.
Yeah, right, they're over there on the
I
counter.
thought you were telling that for citizens who weren't here or something. I'll go ahead and take a picture of this and put this up on our page also. if that's
Yeah,
okay.
it'll also be published.
Great.
And just to clarify, the minutes from the March meeting say that that was second reading, but in fact, that's going to be first reading and this is second reading, correct?
This is the first reading.
Have you redone it? Because there's reference in the March meeting to the budget. Is that something different?
Would have to be, because we did nothing on the budget in March.
Okay. So this is first reading and public hearing?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
That might have been the audit.
Oh, okay, that's what I was looking at. All right, so this is first reading, next month will be second. Very good.
I'd like to make a comment since I worked pretty hard on this with the mayor. But we've been on Zoom meetings with the MTAS and different people talking about what the sales tax and gas tax is going to do. And because that's what we are dependent on, there is going to be a reduction. So everybody is grappling with how much to reduce their income by. And we made our best guesses based on what they were projecting. So you'll see some of the numbers that were estimated in 2019-20 that have been reduced for 2020-21.
If this is public hearing, are people allowed to ask questions?
Yeah, you're allowed to
Okay.
talk. You're allowed to
So
ask.
on capital outlay, I don't know what capital outlay is, but it went low, high, low. What is capital outlay?
What we did last year, since neither one of us had had any experience with governmental budgeting, we basically based it on what the previous administration had done.
What is capital?
Capital outlay is something that is like a purchase that's over a period of time that you're going to depreciate.
Okay,
It's not
Okay.
a maintenance thing.
Okay.
It's something that's going to be used like a building or a heavy piece of equipment, like, the backhoe would be capital outlay.
okay.
So because we've been coming in way under that, we reduced that.
Okay.
The other income jumped up significantly for this year.
That is the biggest majority of that is a grant that the state of Tennessee is giving to all cities and counties.
Because of the COVID-19,
Yes.
and we're still qualified for that even with the lawsuit?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because it's not a
yeah.
federal grant?
Yeah, no, it's not federal. It's a grant that I think they had really talked about it beforehand to give a grant.
Okay.
And then they have put out the parameters, the things that you can use with your money. And you'll see in street lighting and maintenance that number is astronomical compared to what we have had.
Yes.
So what the city has thought to do is we were going to pave Craig's Chapel. So that grant can be used for road repairs and maintenance. And that is where that's what we thought we would do with that.
And the city, was that,
And
the
we are
decision,
supposed to floor it.
were we supposed to floor that, or who made that decision about Craig's Chapel?
Go ahead. That was the only road really that was not paved the last
So
time.
you can't
Paul
use it for
paved.
like sidewalks, things like that?
You could, but we have money to use for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So if funds like that are
But this is
given-
a major
Yeah.
purchase, and it has to be designated.
Exactly.
In order to fill out the application,
Yeah.
You have to have a project designated.
Got it.
You have to have a resolution, which is in here for tonight,
Okay,
and a budget.
so the council doesn't have to vote on where that money was gonna go? Since it's a grant? I just want to be sure, is that right?
For is the money being spent on Craig's Chapel Road, I thought a lot of that wasn't in the city limits, was it?
It's in the city limits.
All of it, it's in it.
All of them.
All the way down?
Yep.
I'm just wondering about, is that how, do you have to bring things like that up here, or is that something that
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah,
it has to be
Voted
brought,
on.
voted on, okay?
Yeah.
So it was filled, the paperwork was filled out that way so we could name something, and it
Exactly.
got it, okay, that's what I was confused on. Got it. I just didn't know if I missed that whole conversation, I couldn't figure it out, okay, got it.
To apply, you got,
You gotta have something, we're gonna do this with
what
it.
you're gonna do.
Perfect, makes sense, that's great, great.
We haven't applied. When they're gonna give it, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
that's great that they're doing that
as far as paving the roads, when I talked to Billy
though.
Pickle,
Uh-huh,
he had already drove Craig Chapel Road from that point on, and his estimate was about 80,000.
yeah.
Well, it came back at 115,000.
Well, we have had several, complaints or people who have brought that up, to me at least, that Craig's Chapel was in bad shape, so that is a good thing.
Yes, and
In my
they're
opinion,
using
that's a
it
good
more
thing for our
because of
town.
the school,
They are, yes, yeah.
to avoid, having to make a left-hand turn.
Absolutely.
No, we just about have to have something in hand to present to them.
Right,
So we
exactly.
can get that grant.
Exactly, right. That makes perfect sense.
But the traffic on Craig Chapel since they built a new school, it's tripled, Mindy.
Has it really?
It has.
That's amazing.
They'll turn off that.
They just turn that way and then go around and come in, so they turn in the right hand side.
Here to school. And
Well, that's
there's as many cars comes up Morgan Road.
Yeah.
As there is coming down this way.
That's amazing. That's great. Well, I'm so glad we got that grant. That's fantastic.
Will they widen that? Because that down there, where your house is
No.
not very wide. They won't widen it. It's not the standard width of a two-lane road, is it?
Especially going over that hill right there, I mean, it's a
From
huge
the
stop.
hill all the way down, the line around turn, it's
Yeah.
one lane.
Yeah.
When you come down Craig's Chapel.
Is there any way you
I
can
don't
put a
think it's
sign?
two lanes,
Restrict
because
width of the pavement.
Robbie lane's coming up through there, and another man
There's
coming in,
no
and he was
sign or
going
anything
down
in
there.
there. People just fly over
Right.
it, and there happens to be in the car.
He just lumped hers from off the truck.
I feel like it should be widened right there.
Yeah.
It's like a wreck waiting to happen, and you say that traffic is tripled.
You did a great job on this.
They said they're only allowed to go so far from the center of the highway, not so much over.
Okay, that's all my questions.
Well, I had already asked
My
a couple of people down there if they would let me grade on out there about 2 more foot.
Oh, yeah?
Their comment was, you can buy it.
Really?
In so many nice words.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like
They,
they
I
would.
thought they owned
What's
that
the
thing like
existing
a
right of
right-of-way
way?
or something.
Yeah, what's the existing right of way?
Huh?
Wonder what the
What's the
existing
existing-
right of way is? Is it,
It's probably 12 feet.
oh, we think it's real narrow?
That's a wagon road, and it's probably still a wagon road.
Gotcha. There's no extra room like you see sometimes on the right of way.
It's
I don't know, I'm
narrow,
guessing
but
now.
they're huge.
I'm guessing at how wide the right of way is, but it was a wagon road and it's never been, I don't imagine it ever been changed from being a wagon road.
If that's the case, then the right of way is just the road bed itself. You don't have any extra on the sides.
We could probably find out from Loudoun County.
You don't?
No, I mean, that's the laws. If it's just a road because the public's used it so long, all you have a right to is what the road bed is. You don't have any rights to anything on the sides. You have to buy that through condemnation.
So we can throw all the dirt in their ditches.
We had some dirt. We could have just put it.
Well, Craig Chapel kind of varies in different widths.
It does.
I'm just saying, if you can't widen the road, why couldn't you put like a sign up right there where that hill is, because it's so dangerous? If
Well,
there's
they got one.
traffic.
Going this way, it says road narrows.
Or one of those big round mirror things.
Something. Yeah. You can fly over it.
Okay.
That road's actually wider than what you can see, though. The asphalt goes back under the dirt, probably a good 3 feet on most of it. 'Cause when we were hunting those tiles, We had to probe back, find that edge of the asphalt.
Now, that's-
So when they pay to wind that back
The
out?
dirt's pushed, just, it goes
Yeah,
over.
we could push the dirt off the asphalt, and we might have cheated a little bit on it and get a
That's
little bit more width that way.
That'd be great.
But,
3 feet would be.
Well,
the reasons for going tobacco.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Roger and them do that with their backhoe. I told her that we clean the sides of the road, that way we can cheat just a little bit. But if they come in and do it, they just take that grader and they throw all the dirt right into the ditch. And then the thing that kills asphalt is water, standing water. So
If they don't move that dirt away, it just goes right back in
I
there.
think we're gonna clean the road. All she has to do is come in, is pay, is sweep. So I guess that saves us a little bit. I don't know, but I don't want the dirt ditches we're having.
No.
We got ditches that need to be opened up.
Definitely.
And that was one of the main reasons of getting that backhoe. It's smaller, so we can get in there and get that done.
It was so great to see it out there used. I was so glad so Linda would quit complaining. It was just great to hear her maybe please shut up finally. Good Lord, every meeting.
Yeah, I tell you, we can come by there sometime.
She's a good alderman, she's doing what the citizens want.
I drove by there, I was like, yeah! Awesome.
Okay, where we at now? We,
I have a question on the special events. There's $2,000. How much did we spend? That's Wendy's category, right? So. how
And the
much
reason
did
is because we were at 25, and what happens is it overlaps, my events overlap the fiscal year, so it turns out right.
Okay.
That's where we ran into that discussion last time.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Are we gonna be having the 4th of July thing this year? The fireworks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we still in public comments, or is that shut down and open back up?
We were just doing
we're not even on the floor
it,
yet.
the public hearing was for your budget.
Okay, let's do that, let's get that over with, then we'll shut it back up and.
See if there's any more public comment on the budget.
Anybody else? Everybody's glad with what we're spending?
This is the first reading on this budget.
Okay.
Well, I don't see anything or know of anything that I think needs to be changed or might need to be changed. Other than there's another piece on the agenda tonight. If it comes in and takes place, then we're gonna be short a little bit in the budget for the last half of the year on salaries. Right? I'm looking at you for okay clearance on what I'm saying.
Well, we've got a general fund of plenty of money.
It's there, and we can always go back and amend it, so I would move that we, accept the budget as presented on the first reading tonight.
I second.
Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
Accepted.
Now, are we running behind on getting our budget done to the state since we didn't have a meeting last month?
No, we're in good
We're
shape.
still on time?
We're in good shape.
Do this again next month too, right? And that'll be the second.
Okay, we got a consideration of orders to fix the mayor and alderman's salary.
Mr. Mayor, you might want to read this. Or have Linda read it.
Yeah.
Tennessee Code 6-3109 of the city charter provides that the salaries of the mayor and aldermen shall be fixed by ordinance, and whereas the Board of Mayor and Aldermen has never fixed a salary for board members, and whereas the Board of Mayors and Aldermen now desires to fix a salary for the board members. The salary of the mayor is fixed at $500 per month, and the salary of the aldermen are fixed at $100 per month. That the salary fixed by this ordinance shall become operative for each new term of office which begins on or after December 2020, and shall supersede any salaries fixed by any prior ordinance. That nothing in this ordinance shall be constructed to have the effect of altering the salary of any member of the Board of Mayor and Aldermen prior to the end of term for which he or she has elected.
Read that.
So this would go into effect to January, would be the beginning of it, right? It wouldn't see nothing until then.
I said we passed the first reading, and then
Yeah.
take a vote on it, yeah.
Yeah.
That right, Melanie?
I'm sorry, what? I was,
We passed on the first reading, since it was first reading, we just go ahead and take a vote on it, right?
you can take a vote on first reading, and then next month will be second reading.
Aye.
Did somebody make a motion?
I did.
Okay, Linda made the motion. Who seconded?
I'll second.
Well, I think Darren made the motion.
No, I don't know. I did on something else. I
Okay.
don't work.
Okay, Linda said aye.
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 Okay, passed on the first reading. Okay, that, on the governor's, that support grant, we've already kind of discussed that. That's a welcome thing, considering we got 115,000. But, I think, once Craig Chapel is the worst road, and all the other roads are small. So I think we'll be safe with that as time goes by to fix those other roads. Okay. The gentleman is supposed to have the presentation for the,
Oh, no, we got to vote on your resolution.
oh, I know, we already done it. Okay.
Just read the top of it so that they know what you're voting on.
The resolution.
A resolution to request funds from the governor's local government support funds to pave Craig Chapel Road.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
You got first, second.
Okay.
Darren?
Denver, how you voting?
Yes.
Okay.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
You have a copy of that, landscape?
Do you want me to go make a couple copies of that, some copies to pass out so that
Yes.
they can at least know what we're talking about?
Where,
I've only had one person show up to give us an estimate on that landscaping. So, the out of Eden guy, he was pretty nice about the whole thing. I mean, he was thorough. I mean, he done more measuring out there than And I'll just give you, part of that is gonna be to put a sidewalk on each side of this curve right here. That's to keep the people from having to walk around their car, or especially around my truck, you'd be out in the lane of traffic.
Because right there,
Yeah. The sidewalk down through there will be, in the specs for a handicap. A handicap won't be able to get across the curb if you're in a wheelchair, but if you have to go out that way, you can. And right here where this flag is, there is going to be a sidewalk coming in there where you can go around. And then there'll be flyers and stuff around that flagpole. I'm surprised that I didn't have somebody complain about the trees being all took out, but everybody's been tickled to death with it. And the reason they were took out was because of all the roots coming to the top of the ground, trying to mold. And maple trees are the worst ones in the world to go to water. And they go right down here to these drains for getting water in the basement and
It
stuff.
look good when that gets done. Huh?
It'll look good.
Yeah, it look good.
Is this public discussion too? Can we talk about this? Can we
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
what we're
this?
talking about now.
Can we get a bigger flagpole?
I was just thinking,
That's just so dinky.
it's so dinky,
It's so dinky. Can we get a bigger flagpole?
like a big flag.
Like a decent big flagpole? I mean, that's tiny.
I got one.
Okay.
I got two in my barn lot over there, but
Would you please bring one? That's just like, that's teeny.
He said that around it, I think it'd be really pretty if it was bigger.
I mean, yeah, you don't want somebody to come out in a wheelchair to see the flag and hit them in the head when they're there to see it. But a city hall needs to have a bigger flag.
I
Maybe
agree.
put a sidewalk right there, that way we don't have stuff on the edge and get on cars.
Will they be putting anything like coming up from the bottom of the side down here, or they just gonna walk up the road and get on the sidewalk? You know, because everybody walks through the grass right there.
They did steps would be great.
steps.
Over here on the
When you
side.
park in the back, you gotta walk up around,
Oh,
there's no sidewalk.
it's in both, it's the same way.
I just walk up to the grass on the hill. Get an escalator?
Mud.
Escalator would be great.
They-
Covered escalator.
Moving sidewalk.
But if you have a sidewalk down here, and you just walk up the road, and, but most people are still gonna walk through the grass. Right there.
Well, I didn't take that into consideration. But
I don't know about that cross-straight plum view, but I like those.
Yeah.
Cute.
What are you talking about?
It says there's a cross-straight plum you planted right there. Just want to make sure y'all see that. Yeah, new flag. That's good.
He was supposed to be here tonight and have a large one for you to look at in color. But I bet he forgot.
You know what would be great is on these brick paver edgings, if we could have people purchase a brick and have in memory of someone, and then that funds could go toward our park or toward whatever. That is a perfect time to stick people's names in there.
Absolutely, great idea.
That's a good project for you.
That's your idea?
Yep, took it right out of my mouth, but I was gonna throw it out. We don't have a veterans area in the city, do we?
Oh, no, that'd be a good one.
But if we did a veterans memorial
Yeah,
there, we don't have to do all the flagpoles for each thing. But if you sold bricks for veterans and you put those circling the flagpole,
it's a good idea.
have a walkway, and then you do outside bricks of sponsors. And that way you get people that are sponsored and speak people that are also veterans.
And on
Each
Veterans
brick
Day,
is
we
about
can have
$100. Usually costs anywhere from $7 to $10 to get it etched. With just 12 bricks, you could buy a 25, well, actually, with about 20 bricks, you could buy and have delivered about a 30-foot flagpole, 35-foot flagpole. Bronze in color, beautiful flagpole.
That's like the Marine Corps base.
I love this.
They have the.
Thank God that we're here. That's all I'm saying.
But I was gonna suggest that after the meeting, but since we're talking talking about it now.
People call in and like say, they spend X amount of money, I wanna buy a brick for my son or for my dad. or
Love it.
whatever. It's
They
like
do
a
that.
rank, you know, United States Marine Corps, whatever,
Love
their
it.
branch.
I'll be
I
around
love
buying
it.
one for my grandson.
Yeah, people want to buy them and then it brings in traffic to the area, like, oh, let's go see your brick. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay.
No DD 214 required, you take their word for it.
Well, I've got 3 up there in Maryland.
Mm-hmm. But now you're ready
Case
to
in
bring
point.
back. That's okay.
I'll buy you a brick.
I'll throw a brick at you, it'd be great. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Found it.
All right,
I guess you better give Wendy the floor.
She's
I think
jumping
we
in,
need
she's gonna explain.
consideration about this, man.
What's that seasonal color gonna be? Yellow, one season?
Look at some new stuff.
We're gonna let you pick it out, like you picked out the door
We're just
color.
gonna put some.
But we might get the door painted.
well, they was coming back, what to, with the estimate on the concrete. And he was in the ballpark of doing all this shrubbery and landscaping and, oh, $5,000 to $6,000?
Something like that.
Yeah, but that wasn't counting the concrete right there. on that.
Well, if we
But-
get those bricks, we could probably
Well,
take care of that.
that's what we got, that's what we're here for.
Mhm.
You two done start the ball rolling, and
Love it. I'm gonna start some more balls.
Josie's gonna buy one for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy one for my grandson.
perfect.
You put that on social media, people are gonna sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
That'd be awesome. I love it.
Well, how big a thing we gonna have to have, and that might change.
Yeah. It might change.
Big.
You're right. It
I mean,
might change, everything might change, but.
They, at the Marine Corps base,
Might have
they
more to
line the sidewalk,
make some
every
steps.
single brick, every single paper.
Might get our steps, won't we?
Yeah, every single one.
Oh, you're talking about getting the ones to put in the sidewalk out here?
Yeah.
The bricks?
You could put in, where you're planning on paving, what normally happens is you can put in brick everywhere.
Brick
And
pavers.
as you sell
Yeah,
them, you
just
just
go.
fill them in.
Yeah.
You brick pave, and then if somebody gets a brick, you put their name on it, put the brick back.
Yeah, so you
Brick
may have
pave
like
looks
5 in
good,
a
I
row
think.
with names, and then you'll have a couple of blank ones, and then when somebody buys another one, you just.
And with each one comes a certificate with the name of what's written on the brick or even a picture on the brick, easy to print out, and it's sent off to whoever paid for it.
I'll
I
show
like
you.
it.
And they can do it in somebody else's memory and send it to their
Or
family.
honor.
It can go on and on and on, it really can.
It could be there for years and years to come, and then we have Veterans Day festivities, it'll be perfect right here. We can have a Veterans Day get together in the community center and then go out and get these flipping windows fixed so we can see it, it's gonna be great.
I think that's gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
So tell him that we want to check about doing brick pavers versus concrete around those, okay?
All right.
They do a
And
good
he
job.
had already brought out about a memorial.
They just put those brick pavers around Mom's house off the way, and they look really good.
They are nice.
And then we didn't think about sidewalk down.
I don't think they decided to do anything up there with that.
Think about
See
sidewalk
that, look like oval rug there, Wendy?
from front sidewalk back.
You're right, we do need to think about that. You know how they do those, steps in concrete going up, like you go down to a baseball field down in Madison? It's like a real long step and then you step down, a real long step and step down. Do you know how high, could that go down the hill like that?
But you got to think handicap when you.
Well,
think-
handicap at least when you come around the road up here and have it
Well,
accessible, you
you've
know
got,
what I'm saying?
you've got to think about the handicap
Yeah.
when you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, you can make a ramp.
If you don't do handicap, the state will be hollering you didn't do it right.
Well, we'll just extend the handicap, the pavers to go right down here where
Yeah, because we've only got, how many handicap spots?
asphalt here and at this end right here.
Mm-hmm.
You got two right there.
Well, there's probably more than that. When you have Veterans Day, you'll have more than 2 handicap people, for sure. Okay. Good plan.
See where that oval rug right there is, Wendy? I call it oval rug.
Yeah,
Flag
seasonal
pole.
color for seasonal colors, yeah.
Oh, they could go around that flagpole. I mean, they don't have anything right there, did you, Dwayne?
They got the roses and stuff around the flag.
That's seasonal color.
Well,
Halloween's orange.
Yeah, apricot drift roses.
it would still look good if you put them around that flagpole right there where the,
Oh, there is stuff around the flagpole, there's bushes right there,
There's roses.
on the
yeah,
inside.
right there.
I like it.
Anyway,
Okay, now we shut up for a minute and do that, okay, then?
What,
Or what we do?
what's the mayor say?
Okay, so the mayor at this point, we discussed the landscaping. Are you done with your comment? Is that, what are we doing? I don't know.
I'm done.
I still have stuff to bring up, so.
Okay.
Do we need to vote on anything? No? Okay. Okay, then, well, just tell me when we're ready to.
city's comments. is what
I
they
think we're on citizens.
Citizen comment, okay. I would like to do something about the sidewalk that goes from the Presbyterian Church over to the depot, because you drive by there every day and it just looks unkempt. And I didn't know if we could get the grass off of it, if we can re-sidewalk it, if something, but it just looks like it's just not great. And
Gotta start right there where my ditch.
You would, right where the ditch, we got a good looking ditch now, we need to fix that sidewalk. I mean, it's just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just, I mean, a hazard.
Yeah.
How about you turn in the tickets that I left him?
I can put the tickets, no problem, I can do that. But
Put them on.
you've done a great job on everything, I really appreciate it, but that is something that you really, it hits you in the face every time you come around the curve. It's really makes it look like an old wore out and the sidewalk to the old school right there, there's those two sidewalks that are really bad.
What you need to do, you need to approach one of the city councilors and see if you can't get that thing passed.
Well, I was gonna talk to the one that complains about everything, because she seems to get stuff done, so. And anyway.
I don't know, it took 4 years to bitch
Well,
at it.
I figured I'd start now, you know. So anyway, I just keep that in mind for future. I would like to request that we do something about those two sidewalks, because they're not really sidewalks, they're just like a bunch of crushed up concrete right now. So I didn't know if we could get those poured or fixed or
Now, is that the
blacktop.
sidewalk beside the school? Is
From
that,
from the
is
Presbyterian
that the one
Church.
that you dealt with on Thomas?
That's on the old school.
Over the old school.
Is that what you're talking about, Wendy?
It's in bad shape too.
No, she's
No,
talking
Wendy's
about
talking
right here.
about
From the
the
Presbyterian
Talking about my house,
Church to the
Debbie.
depot.
Oh, okay, I thought you said there was another one.
There is. Richard Thomas's it's just got trees growing up. It's just, yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, because he rode
See,
his
there's-
truck over it.
Yeah.
He's crushed it.
The
Well,
use of the sidewalks
mhm.
is the next thing you gotta look at. How much it's gonna be used, how much it is used.
And I believe that the one between the Presbyterian Church and there is used quite often, personally.
When these young people come to the
We
schools,
got to think of another thing,
Uh-huh.
because we've looked at sidewalks connecting this school
To the town.
town,
Uh-huh.
and they told us, if I got the right information,
Uh-huh.
now I wouldn't swear to that we did not need to put sidewalks up Morgan Road and 95
Uh-huh.
for this school to walk to town.
Uh-huh.
It needed to go in another direction.
Mhm.
Now, that was when Michelle Obama had the big,
Correct.
whatever it was.
Do we own
school.
property that can get us in the right
No, we
way?
don't.
So we would have to ask Loudoun County to help us with that.
Loudoun County does have property that could connect the school to the old sidewalk at the original end of the island
Yeah.
and go that way. But, as far as people traveling the sidewalk that you're talking about,
Yeah. Well, if people don't travel it and we don't want it, then let's dig it up and plant something there, because it just looks really.
no, because the young people from the school down there, when they walk up the road, they walk to my yard, then they cross over to get on that sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because
There's
they,
a lot of people that use that sidewalk.
That's what was brought up to us in that time when Michelle Obama was doing the whatever kids to school that she did. I don't remember what she called it.
Yeah.
But that was one of the things that helped us, that kept us from,
well, you remember when we was on the city council and when Tom was here, you know, that part was busted and broken, I told Tom somebody was liable to trip, get hurt,
Yeah.
and sue us, so we had,
But that was where the state had put in that tile under the
No,
road.
Charlie Osborne and his
Yeah.
daddy done that.
Yeah, but the state had put that tile in and they'd cut that sidewalk in two, and it wasn't nothing except, it was torn out there at that one spot.
Yeah, across that ditch.
Under the old regime, the city had a grant, $268,000
That's correct,
for sidewalks and improvement in the town.
correct.
He never did use it,
He never did do what he had to do. He didn't.
never done it.
It was there in the way.
Missed the
268,000.
deadline. Yeah, that's right.
But it-
So we'll just have to get it back once we can get,
Well, that was under Michelle Obama's push,
Yeah.
and it's gone.
yeah.
So you gotta wait till something comes along.
But hopefully if we've got if our grant writer is looking at stuff and she's trying, maybe we'll get something like that. We've got to keep a good thought about it for sure.
Well,
Okay.
Anybody else have a comment?
Now, Wendy, I'd like to see that sidewalk fixed, don't get me wrong, I'd like to see it.
It just looks like the old dilapidated town
I'm
sidewalk, you know
gonna
what I
Thank
mean?
you.
I'm gonna make you feel really good, Wendy.
Let there be light.
When I walk to school on that sidewalk, it's the same way.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
running.
I've been
like
out to
all
see.
over, running.
yeah.
And then the church will a lot of times have functions, and the same day that you have like the dog show.
You did, there is a lot of back and forth because they let us use their park, they use our park.
Even Austin walks that a lot going from church to.
It's a good,
church.
well,
He's
can we
following
look
their
into
schedule.
possibly looking and see what it would take to get the
Friends.
sidewalk fixed?
Well, I'll look into it.
Thank you, that's all I want.
That's what I would do.
We got so many jobs to do, the winter to fall down the building, that's the next thing that's gonna be on the
Yeah, we have to go with
project.
priority.
If he fixes the city's sidewalk,
Did you
or he fixes the
think
sidewalk,
about
I want him to
this during
fix.
that?
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Do you want to see anything better than that?
We gotta fix the bridge down here.
Okay,
Ronnie brought it up to Bob's attention that I should shut it down because the water has washed it out.
yes.
Under the
We-
sidewalk right down here, the bridge.
Tommy and me had already talked about that.
Can we look into fixing it?
It ain't been fixed yet.
We'll look into getting it fixed? You are looking into getting it fixed?
Yes, yes, oh yes,
Okay,
yes. But that's where that little backhoe come in, right there. But anyway. Anybody else have anything?
as far as city events go, the Easter Bunny, because we weren't allowed to have breakfast with the Easter Bunny here due to COVID, but the Easter Bunny did deliver Easter eggs and hide them in the yards of 46 Greenback children. So 46 Greenback children got to come out through great volunteers and wonderful, wonderful volunteers that we have, thank goodness, who stuffed eggs and hid eggs. 46 kids got to come out and see that the Easter Bunny had visited their yard and they got to find it. So that was really great.
We had a guy come in today to thank us on that.
It was really great. When you're a little one, it's really cool to walk outside and see that magic on their face, and we made a lot of people happy. And we are very lucky to have the volunteers we have in this town. Very, very.
Anybody else have a comment? I'm in the motion we adjourn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you do like a flag